Hi guys, welcome to the next episode for the Paratrooper Romanian import rifle. 500 rounds, another 500 rounds behind us for the guys from the YouTube. Quick note, I'm just shooting that fast, so this is not full auto rifle, guys. I'm just pulling a trigger and it looks like it's going fast, but this is semi-automatic regular rifle, no bump stocks, regular stock on it. Just the disclaimer note, so you won't ban my video like you did with previous episodes of the Romanian Paratrooper. Now, that being said, we got that done. Guys, another 500 rounds behind us. Rob, why are you doing only 500 rounds right now? Today it's almost 90 degrees. The rifle is heating up very quickly, so I'm forced to take the breaks very often. Bolt hold open, and we are getting smoking hot. Let me check the temperature. I think this is it for now. It's 458, 470, 470 on the gas block. Yep, we're going to cut it out. Break, too hot. And this is simply because I do not want to cook or kill that barrel. That's not the point, guys. The point is to give you the most data possible, and we want to have accuracy data on that rifle as well. And I want to present it to you at the end of the test, how this rifle is still shooting, how it is grouping. If I will kill the barrel, it's very easy to kill the barrel. If you keep doing the magazine dumps, literally in even the average, like 76, 80 degrees temperature, you do 3-4 magazines and you are already reaching a 500 degrees or more Fahrenheit, and you start chipping away you're basically increasing the chances to erode the bore of the rifle. I promise you, when we'll reach the cooler temperatures, and that should be extremely soon because the fall is coming, the winter is coming, you will see more rounds being pushed per episode on that rifle. But enough with the bullshit talk. I'm happy to report that the rifle had 0 malfunctions today, and we have run the wide variety of magazines, from surplus to new polymer magazines from the ProMag. Yes, they are still in use, or to X-Tech magazines, and they all performed very well. 0 malfunctions. Here we got the surplus mag with the bolt hold opener. Guys, all the links are of course in the video description, with the exception of the YouTube. In the YouTube you're going to have just the link to my page, and then you're going to have links. Again, this is because of the YouTube rules. This is of course the Cyclops 1X ACSS optic, which I told you this optic is going through all the tests and everything. Very cool, very durable optic. I absolutely love this thing. But let me dive underneath and dig out the parts so we can see how or if we got any damage or anything is progressing as far as the wear goes. Nothing here on the recoil spring. This is just regular stuff. Let me lower the safety level, put the rifle on the side, and this is where the money is. So we were talking in the previous episodes about the deformation of the rear end of the bolt carrier, but I do not see this progressing right now. Like I really it looks good to me. I think that whatever happened, it happened, and it finally formed himself to the shape, like it's comfortable and it's not moving forward, and this is what you want to see. At this point I do not see any more damages to it. Let me see the channel. Channel is looking perfectly fine in that bolt carrier, and other than this I do not see anything wrong here. Moving forward to the piston head, let me quickly check if we have any deformations on the piston head, and we are clean. Everything is looking good here on the piston head and on the bolt carrier. At this point you can make your own judgment from the pictures. Let me look at the bolt. We'll start with front, why not? The extractor claw looking perfectly good. This rifle has still incredible extraction. It pushes the shells, empty shells, to 16, even 17, 18, 20 yards. I kid you not. So it is slightly overgassed. If you will look to the bore scope, you can see that the opening for the gas port is huge, but it's a very healthy healthy extraction, everything is working here great. Let me check the locking locks, and as I said, you will see the pictures after cleaning, and I do not see anything jumping out of the gun and screaming help me. Everything is looking here good. Bolt face is looking good too. The firing pin maybe a little bit squashed up front, maybe. I'll have to check better on the pictures, but maybe it's just the illusion. And on the rear, everything is looking good on the bolt. So we got that monkey off our back. Let me have a dive inside the trunnion. Everything here is looking perfectly fine, guys. I do not see any deformations on the trunnion, and on the locking shoulders, nothing. This is all looking good. Chamber is looking perfectly fine. Trigger hammer, I think we're in that competition between the bolt carrier rear end and the trigger hammer. It's a draw at this point. Nothing is deforming on each side. Let me flip the rifle upside down to check from the bottom, and here is all looking good. We complained a little bit at the beginning about that cutout in the mag well, but as you can see, it fits from all the magazines, from the polymer magazines, from the surplus magazines. Everything is working fine. Let me move up front. At this point, I will use my magic trick and the slot in the bolt carrier to open the lever for the gas tube. Remove the gas tube. Quick look into the gas tube from the bottom. I do not see anything happening here, no rust, no nothing. Especially for the Pirates Union, quick look. Oh, the Pirate, look inside the gas tube. Everything is looking perfect. No issues here. And the barrel, I do not see any problems on the barrel as well. Maybe some light surface, no, that's probably just the dirt. For a second I thought that we may have some issues with light surface rust, but it looks like a dust from all the ground we're shooting that rifle around. So yeah, it's removing quickly. And that combined gas block with the front post, everything is holding up here nicely. And of course the Meridian Defense BD2 brake still holds up. I just used the Loctite, and look at that, guys, it's staying on. Everything is looking great. If I missed something, you guys are always looking at the better pictures than I am here, because the pictures are always done after the cleaning. If I missed something, please let me know and I will address that issue, and we'll pay better attention for the next episode to it. Quick look at the rivets. The rivets are still holding up. I do not see any separation from the rivet in the receiver. I do not see any air gaps, so that tells me that this is all good at this point. All right, it was a pleasure to make that episode for you guys. It's always a pleasure to be at front of you, and Ula is pointing out me. We have one of the audiences, the cow, came in to say hello. Hi cow, hopefully she's not going to charge against us. Stay cool, watch out for the cows. If you're shooting in the cow fields, do not hurt animals. Thanks for watching, thanks for being with us. As always, pleasure, guys.